Good morning, my loves. How are we? It's actually not even the morning. It's not even close to the morning. It is 1:30 currently. Every week I go and muck out stables at the RDA for 2 hours, and usually I listen to a podcast, and that keeps me on track because I look at how long each episode is before I like hit play, so then I know that once that episode has finished, that is how long has elapsed. I ran out of data this week, so I couldn't listen to any podcasts, music, I had nothing downloaded, and so I just had to entertain myself within my brain, and that is a recipe for disaster because I am so active in my brain. I was making my own podcasts. I was literally interviewing myself. I looked at the time and it was like almost 1 o'clock and I was supposed to leave at 12:30. Nailed it. So we're an hour behind. I was hoping that this video was going to be a little bit of just like a reset, because we're just back from Scotland. We were up for a family wedding. My uncle got married. I actually have some editing that I need to do before we can get on with stuff. You know what I mean? Because a lot of the time these videos, these people have... Classically, I am running super behind. Editing took a lot longer than I had intended, but hopefully you guys enjoy the house tour video because I had such a good time filming and editing it. But I took too long, but it's fine. Okay, so I've got my egg powder that I'm just scattering around. I talked about this a couple of weeks ago. It's a natural remedy against slugs. You like tip it round the base of your plants, and because eggshell is like really sharp, the slugs will get cut if they try to slither over it. Nobody asked you. How big this one is. It's like the size of my face. That's the first harvest of broad beans and peas. Oh, I really don't know anything about these plants, so I'm hoping I've done it at like the right time. The reason that I'm in a little bit of a rush is because I have an appointment at 5:20. I'll talk to you more about it on the way, but I am very, very nervous about it. What do I do with these? Do I just leave it? Yeah, I feel like I'm just gonna leave it here, okay? I'm gonna deal with that. I need to go and shower. Yeah, okay, right. Shower time, okay. Gotta get a move on. I'm gonna end up being late for this, even though it's literally an evening appointment. Right. BRB, gotta go shower. Let's just wait. We made it out, we got showered in time. I'm running like 2 minutes behind. We can live with being 2 minutes behind. I'll make it walking fast. So I'm just walking down to Lewis's work because he took the car this morning, and where my appointment is, it's a little bit further out, so I need to go and grab the car because I'm not going to be able to walk or cycle there. Kind of nice little dog walk in. We love a multitask. More of like a dog drag. They're very excited. Good job. Good boys. I just went to Aldi and tried to buy myself an iced coffee and some, like a box of chocolates. I'll tell you why in a second. Okay, but they didn't have any. So what I got instead was some fruit and nut and some white chocolate. It was supposed to be like a massive treat. I went in and I was like, you can buy yourself anything up to the value of £10. And it was going to be like a massive treat, but like this is stuff I would buy myself normally anyway, but it's fine. It's totally fine. And then I've had too much caffeine today, so then I was like, iced coffee's not a good idea. So I got a banana milkshake instead. I'm very excited. Okay, so the reason that I have purchased myself little gifts is because I am going for a blood test. Shock horror. If you live in the UK, you may have heard of Our Future Health. It's like a charity organisation that is currently offering genomic testing to anyone over the age of 18. I think everyone's getting a letter in the post. I got a letter in the post like 2 days ago, and I've like booked in the soonest appointment that they had is tonight. So it involves a blood test. Now, I am not good with needles of any sort, specifically intravenous. I can do like injections. I'm honestly being so brave even like saying all these words right now. I can do injections like, what's the word? Vaccinations. Like vaccinations are totally fine. For me, it's the intravenous part that really it is a phobia. Like it's not just like a little bit of a dislike. Like I have a full-on phobia. I realized that when you're training dogs or when you're training animals to become accustomed to things that they're scared of, you give them treats, right? Bear with me here. Okay, so like Harry Haggis, who's like very anxious, very scared of things, like I just give him treats. I just feed him treats the whole entire time he's experiencing the scary thing. And eventually, over time, he starts to associate the scary thing with reward. So I am going to eat chocolate while I have my blood test done, thus training myself that blood tests equals treats. I have no idea if this is gonna work. I'm gonna take the vanilla white chocolate. I'm actually gonna take 2 bars in case I get through them really fast. 2 bars I'm taking with me, and hopefully it goes fine. Wish me luck. Look at my wounds. I did it. Oh my god, wait, I don't even have the microphone on. Hang on. Okay, right. Okay, with microphone this time, should be better. I had the sweetest nurse. I think her name was Bex. That's what is on the top of my little sheet here. She was so kind and she was so understanding. Like, she pretty early on clocked on that like I wasn't doing so good because I was just sitting like convulsing, and then she like went through with me. She was like, right, what specifically are you scared of? Is it the blood? Is it like the finger prick? Is it like what? And I was like, no, it's the needle, like the actual in needle, like that's the bit. And she was so good, so she like hid everything from me so that I couldn't see anything, and then like went through everything like so like calmly and carefully, and like she was so good. And she was I ate both of those squares of chocolate. I broke them up into pieces before I started so that I could do it one-handed, and I literally was just like scoff, like literally shoving them into my face. Like the whole thing probably only took like 45 seconds, and I was just eating chocolate the whole time, and she was laughing at me so much, but she was like so encouraging. She was like, yeah girl, you eat your chocolate, like you're, what did she say at one point? She was like, you're so lucky that you're so skinny that you get to eat all this chocolate. It was so funny that she was literally like the biggest cheerleader ever. She was so sweet and made it so much better. All right, okay, so they did height, weight, waist circumference, blood pressure, heart rate, And then they did the cholesterol from like the finger prick thing. She said that all my cholesterol levels are looking really good, which is cool. And she said that she was happy with, you know, height, weight, blood pressure, she said was all very, very normal and very healthy. So, whew, that's good. So the blood test is to do with your risk of stroke, heart attack, dementia, diabetes. There's like a couple of other things as well. And basically they use the blood for research purposes, so they're going to sequence like my whole genome, which is kind of crazy. From there they'll be able to see if I have any, what do you call it? If you have any mutations, there you go. Any genetic mutations that mean that I'm at higher risk for all these different diseases. So they will only get in touch with me if I do have something. So if they do see something when they're looking at my blood, then they will reach out to me and let me know that I'm at higher risk of like XYZ, whatever. My family is fairly healthy. I'm not expecting that there will be anything, but like the most important thing when it comes to these kind of diseases is prevention, not cure. So there's so much more that you can do to negate your risk of developing these diseases than you can actually do to reduce your symptoms once it's developed in your body. So it's always better to be preventative and to take preventative measures. I'm not super concerned about needing to make lifestyle changes at this point in my life. I feel like we're doing pretty well, but you can always do better. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see if anything does come back. Yeah, and it'll just like give me a bit of focus, you know, focus on like what I need to be looking at. Right, okay, oh my god, and the chocolate thing worked so well. It literally worked so good. It really distracted me, and yeah, I'm gonna be using that. Oh my goodness, the speed bumps here are ridiculous. The speed bumps are ridiculous here, they're so aggressive. Right, okay, I'm gonna go meet my friend for a walk now. And I am gonna get all this nervous energy out. I'm going to probably run around. Get this energy out.
Looking good.
Hey, Lucy.
I like you. The sunglasses, yeah.
It got so ridiculously late. It's like after 10 p.m. right now. Our friend ended up coming back and had some dinner with us. I made a salad from the garden and it was very delicious. I think that has been a turbulent enough day. I'm going to leave you here. I'm going to go to bed and rest and relax after being such a big brave girl. It's all fine. Everything's fine. Okay, I love you so much. I'll see you next week. Bye.